Hello on bodychaos.com as per usual. The audio to text transcriber can never get it correct when I say the name of the website. So it is Bionic. No, it's Bionic Chaos. It's just one C in it, isn't it? So hopefully one day it will get it correctly. Just checking my own stream. And we'll post something about it. Check my own sound as well. Just put the same. Just post this. We normally start by a quick test of the site. Just scroll. Takes a while for it to load, doesn't it? Or is it just not working? Oh, is the API server there? Is the API? It is running. Oops. Sorry for that. I'm not sure how long it was down like this. The only thing I changed is firewall settings. Let's check that. Domain. Right. So it was firewall blocking. Not sure how long. Oh, If domain network. I need to Change settings for the public network firewall. Public network firewall. Which is essentially what I use for connecting the server. So I'm not sure what the problem is. I might leave it off for now, and then check it, keep testing it, check it later. I like how this one is nice and quick, even with a large window size. It's not too bad. So I'll probably put down the list. Not don't particularly like it too much. Some slow wave there. Yes, I do eventually clean up the live streams into shorter videos. Just one thing I was messing around yesterday with. Right, I did remember those settings, no, because in the my fans were going mental. Now I can't hear them, which is good, but I also need to make sure the machine is not overheating or anything. Pretty nice and quiet. Let me just check if I remember those settings. No, some of them it remembered this bit. So normally when I put it quiet, it's actually not really quiet. So I was manually adjusting those, moving those to the left a bit, to the right a bit, so that it only goes full fan speed RPM at higher temperatures, just slightly higher. Should be okay, because there was this annoying threshold where the fans would start going, but put those somewhere. Them somewhere here. Yes, essentially trying to have to hit apply for it to remember them. Some of them pretty sure are not even doing anything. But now I literally can't hear anything. You have to keep testing. But that's fine. And I'm not limiting. Before I was also limiting the wattage on the motherboards. I'm not doing that anymore. because it's nice and quiet, so don't need to do that. When I'm using the site, it should be using mainly GPU. So your GPU is sitting at the like 47%, quite a lot. But that's used for streaming. Yeah, CPU went up to 13, back to 10, 9. That's weird. Kind of thought when I'm using it, should use my GPU, but it seemed to be using the CPU instead. But have to keep monitoring that as well. True. This should be quite heavy, especially when you increase the window size. Okay, now I can hear something. So before, when the CPU was crossing like 10%, it would start fans. Ooh, that's odd. I thought I'm limiting my OBS. Yes, I'm dropping frames. Pretty sure I was limiting that to something so that no frames are dropped during live stream. But now the upload is doing 34. I thought it's meant to be limited at 18 or something. What? The question? No, I'm not doing. I'm doing something else, but that's it should be minor. No, it's just minor download. Anyway, that's weird. Pretty sure in oh in OBS I was settings stream. No, that's okay. Yeah, this bit. So how come it should have been limiting the upload to close out things to make sure I'm only doing this. A lot. What happens if I start a virtual camera, for example? Anyway, now I'm essentially on this unlimited speed connection, but then I have so NBN shouldn't be limiting me at anything. So essentially one gigabit, so it should go up to 1000 megabit per second download. Upload is a whole different story. But that setting in OBS should have limited it to 18 or 20. That's obviously going higher than that. I'm just wondering if it's potentially anything else. Right. So it was the website. That's interesting. Yeah, that's what I expected to be used for the stream. But when I used the website, yeah, this one is a bit heavy on sending something. If I play, yeah, 24, 33. Yeah, it's quite a heavy tool, this one. Because essentially you have the 16 channels of EEG, and then you have this essentially 256 or something channels here in this chart. So it's not just an image. All right, and now the amount is pretty much the same. But lower, going anywhere. 36. Yeah, I didn't think about it before. I need to leave like headroom for the stream. So it's interesting when I do a speed test, it doesn't go to, it's not reaching those the speed. Yeah, we'll come back to this in a bit. And that's what you would expect the speed to do. Down there. And this one. It should be quicker. Again, I'm using about 16 for the stream. Just make sure I'm not dropping any more frames. No, I just dropped at 20 and it's staying 20. It's not going higher, which is good. Just testing this quickly. And this one, I'm not sure. How does it look like on more tools? Development tools. There, no. Is that a standard mobile screen size? No. To the right. No, what's this? 2. GPR. No throttling. GPR res. Ooh, a good yeah, obviously this one. Good 3G. About 200. All right. Yeah, I'm using an ad blocker. That's my own ads that I don't want to see. Blocked by ad block. So you can right. It's much faster. So you can simulate good 2G. No, I'm sure someone does. No, I do want to check it. Sorry, shouldn't be. Right. Well, that is low, but that's to be expected, isn't it? Because the thing I meant to be doing above 4G and Wi-Fi. Right. No throttling. What's that there? That's timeout or something? Binding aborted. I don't know what that is. That's the API server. That's okay. Now I'm not sure what yeah, what's a good a mobile screen size? Wouldn't even know. The other thing, yeah, something we had to sort out is that I think it's how Google crawled it is the problem. For example, if I go to, I don't know what is it called, but when I'm posting, yeah, if I'm going on LinkedIn, it will show me this thing when I just post the site. So if I post this, and I'm pretty sure I removed all that text, but it's still coming up. I think it's how potentially, I assume this is how Google crawling it or something, or Bing or whatever. So it will probably need some time before they crawl the site again. Because in some of these tools, yeah, should I get rid of any tools that like running continuously like this? And there's also no like stop button or anything. Yeah, this was the ad was blocked. What's this text file? Yeah, that's correct. I don't know what fetch. Right, so this response had a, what's this, like empty or something? I'll put this offline as well. And this one, even when running continuously, it's not sending much data anyhow. It should be okay. Yeah, that's the problem I was talking about. There's no option like in LabVIEW with an event structure just limiting to one. Now it's working okay. This is working okay. When you stop, wait, yeah, because it's still, yeah, it keeps sending GET requests when you scroll the window. That's not supposed supposed to do that. It's sending too much data. The screen is actually not doing anything. If anyone can tell me how to fix it, would be awesome. Why this thing is meant to be linked to one another? Yes. So sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. GPRS. Sorry. I wonder if it's unique to Firefox, those settings. I'm be getting errors with it because of some sort of timeout. We had that tool that we wanted to publish. There's a prototype ready, so we'll just put it out there. See how that goes. Yeah, we'll minimize that. Did we, from memory, we already published it, but I'm not. Yeah, it's the TCG feature extractor. That's what the original thing looked like in LabVIEW. But we made some adjustments and turned it into API. Looks like this now, which is not great, but we can improve it quite a bit. question is, how does it look like in a browser? It's not too bad. I mean, we want to move this to the left, and yes, we want to change the window size. So yes, I understand it's being calculated over. And we're not displaying. Just displaying the chart and not displaying any of the metrics calculated. Put it up there like this. Just add the punch, just a few, just because we can. We'll just put it up like that, and we will have a PR interval mean. Make that bigger. Oh, I meant to. What? Want to make. Oh, how do you. Which one do we want to display? Standard deviation? No, we'll leave that for a sec. Yeah, we need heart rate. Mean QRS amplitude. That don't think it matters a lot. QRS time. Maybe PR interval is super important. UT interval. Pa, 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 pa. ISO level. Right. Just put those couple. And considering this is the input, we want it on the left, the convention thingy. Yeah, one input there. And all the and place them all. Yes, yeah, but why? Just throw them in here. And this thing we can change. Yep. I mean, oh, come 16 font. What? On the left. Just check it in the browser. And why on earth put this on top? Yeah, this is better. No. That's the font funny. Like that should be the same size. Right. That's 16. And width to about here. Why there's so many trailing? If, yeah, yeah, it gets better. And the window size. Nice. This thing. What? It reference. Nice. Um, active. X scale. Range. Create. And then in change to right. That didn't work. Have to get rid of that. So we have this new tool. It wasn't published yet. This is what it will look like. You can change the range. Wait, there was a different range. Yeah, like that. 7 to 10. Yeah, like that. Oh, come on. Why is it not zooming on where you needed to zoom on? Make hand values to false. At 7 to 10 is a good number. And then you have those measurements on the side, and you could scroll through the thing this way. Um, can look at the whole thing on and off. The original zoom in section. Right. We're recording, so we're streaming this as well. And recording to the machine. So interestingly, I have to correct that. This paper, they had a nice, let's PQRST. Let's just double check. PQRST. Need to swap the P and the T. PQRST. P and T. Let's PQRST. P and T. To actually click somewhere else for it to take effect. Right. And then you have Q P P Q T QRS time. Make this one and ISO level. Just checking the browser again. Looks like a mistake. Okay. search. Hmm. This meant to be all black. And that's weird. Ba, 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 ba. Change in here. We don't have the same shortcuts as you have in LabVIEW. Ba, 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 ba. Now we need another admin case. Range. No. Range. This doesn't have to timeout, so no timeout. And when it's going to the range, Value signaling. No. Create reference. Constant 710. The first one is wrong. No, it's actually second one. Yeah, so just fixing a few errors on this, and it will be the next live tool that will go online. Just testing it in the browser at the moment. Will look like this. You can select your ECG signal type. Makes a mistake there. Not sure if the original code makes that mistake. I don't think so. I'll have to double check that. But with normal ECG, it labels everything correctly. So this is P wave labeled in blue, the QRS peak in black, and T wave in red. You have your heart rate. Those calculations are for the whole 30-second segment. Yep. Yeah, this is a funny interface. But the only concern is it seemed to make a mistake. In the first QRS and the P wave. Yeah, and then getting the rest correctly. But I don't think the original tool was doing this. To double check the second wave. It is doing something funny. yeah, we'll have to fix a few things and let you know when it's live. I mean, we can probably do it. Should we do it now? Doesn't look too bad. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, it's just doing the. That's actually quicker. We need to make sure everything is ticked here because we want to publish it. We'll just check it again. Yes, there's a lot of room for improvement, but it's a good start. So this is labeling ECG automatically, and check how it's doing some mistakes as well sometimes. So saying here, it's treating that as a T wave instead of a QRS, which is unfortunate. Anyway, let's publish this. Make another build. This is already built, almost 700 builds. And just publish this quickly. Nice, yes. Yes. And there's no link on the front page. So we need a link because even EG feature extractor. I'll have to finish now. I have to finish now because the boss is calling. This tool will be coming up shortly on Bernie Chaos. We'll be placing a link to it, and we'll keep developing it probably next week. I'll see you next time. Thank you.